All right. Okay, we are back in Tainted Grail. It's been a week since we last played this because the new Guild Wars 2 stuff came out, and I need to remember how to play it. Immediately, I can see one of the effects of the most recent patch. There's glowy runes on my summons now, so that I can see who my summons are, which is very helpful for sure. All right, let's go ahead and patch our health up, and that was the lightning spell, I think. All right. What's up? You want to talk? No, he's being combative.
Still here. Still breathing.
What's up, Cade? Why cutting down this tree?
Orders from Legate Denom. There's a good chance that the men here will eventually be brought with us to Camelot. Just like the locals who chose to relocate to the capital. Once that happens, the weirdness will swallow this land. And then there'll be nothing left of this ancient tree. The weirdness always twists the most beautiful things into terrifying
Eunuch too? Yes.
As if nothing beautiful is allowed to exist within it. That's why we're trying to save what we can. In one way or another. The magicians and alchemists in Camelot will put these materials to good use.
Okay.
Life was easier back.
So that giant tree is what they're trying to transport. Okay.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Hello.
You look familiar. Yeah, you're Sioran's kid, aren't you? Yeah, that's it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but trust me, those priests mean well. They took him to the island asylum to cure him. He'll return whole and healthy. What are you doing here? Did the Camelotians drag you to work here too? What's the point in working like that? Back
He hasn't let me say anything yet.
We respected each other's work.
The Camelotians dragged you to work? Why?
They brought in machines and soldiers to keep order. You must have seen them. I don't know if you've heard, but they're planning to move us to Camelot. They say it has something to do with the men here and the weirdness. But I don't buy it. Sounds like utter crap to me. I say they should back off and stop sticking their noses where they don't belong, eh? Or they might smell something their royal noses aren't prepared for.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, and you.
Need anything? Sorry, I don't have much time to talk. I have lots of work to do. With all the sabotage lately, we're already behind schedule.
You seem troubled.
I was hoping we'd be getting ready to head out to Borough by now. Now, I'm not even sure it'll happen. Wouldn't surprise me if Camelot just took the men here and left the rest of us behind.
You think Camelot would just leave people to die?
I wouldn't put it past them. The people here are stubborn and ungrateful, and Lord Yvain's been dragging his feet on making a real decision. There's only so much Camelot will tolerate before deciding we're not worth the trouble.
I'll leave you to it.
Wait, actually, could you do me a favor? It's nothing major.
What do you need?
Could you drop by my house and let my wife, Enora, know she'll have to pick up my wages from Sign again? I won't be able to make it on time in the next few days. I'll mark the directions on your map. Thanks for the help.
Okay. Wait, what just
What are
happened?
you poking around here for? You're one of them, aren't you? You better sod off, or else.
Calm down, Bryn. No
So this
one
guy
would be so
finally left
stupid
combat
as
and
to
realized
shove
I
you
was
after
here.
making Such a mess.
What happened?
You'll have to excuse Bryn. None of us are in the best of moods lately. Someone has been sabotaging our equipment for the past few weeks, and it looks like it's a professional job. They seem to know perfectly well how to make life difficult for us. And after what happened last time, my people have had enough. They refuse to work. They don't want to risk their health.
What happened last time?
The bandits used to come at night, destroy our equipment, and then disappear. But last time, they beat one of the guards unconscious. Poor sod was just lying there, like a tenderized steak for the whole night. He lost a lot of blood. And when we finally managed to wake him up...
It turned out that Aedwin wasn't himself anymore. His head was all messed up. bastards.
Yes. He was delirious. Kept seeing strange things. He thought we wanted to hurt him.
Do you have any suspects?
Bandits, probably. Or rebels from Kunakt. Although at this point, they're one and the same. The workers refuse to keep working. Not only do they feel threatened, but... well, there's no denying that not everyone from Kunakt is happy about what we're doing here. I can understand them, in a way. We made them destroy their own land.
They should just give up. If they piss Denham off, it's not going to be pretty.
Bryn, calm down, please. Remember why we're doing this. It's for their own good.
And we have our orders, for which we are held accountable. It's us or them.
What now?
We have to catch those scumbags.
Something needs to be done, that's for sure. But for now, we wait. Denholm doesn't want to give us any more guards. So, if you want to earn some money, we could use your help. One of the workers claims to have seen the direction those thugs ran. They're familiar with the area. They mentioned a cave. I'm not sure if this is a good lead, but it's worth checking out. So, what'll it be?
I'll deal with it.
That's good to hear. If you discover anything, come back to me, eh? I'll send someone to Denholm with a report. Good luck.
Your summons destroy the immersion. Spin, 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 spin. Yeah, they like to do that. They like to spin. Alright, tightening the screws. Wait, it's telling me just to, like, go right over here. Oh, no. Wait, what? Did I just talk to them?
What's the point in working?
I heard one of the workers mention a cave that could be a hideout for thugs.
Right, that's me. There's this cave dug out by the Cornac folk about 100 years ago. My old man told me it was meant to be a shelter in times of war or some other disaster. I was there a couple of times when I was a kid. It used to be safer back then. Now it's all but abandoned. If you ask me, that's exactly where those thugs who beat up the guard could be hiding. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Alright, we've got a location. Can't go that way. Alright, let me see if I can...
I wish I'd stayed asleep.
remember how to do this. Okay.
Why does everything always feel like a bother?
Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. Almost forgot. Let's see. We usually do this while I am playing this game. That should do it. Let's resummon these guys for the first time since the patch. Just to see if that updates anything about them, I don't know. Alright, so the cave they mentioned... There's a big castle up there. Cave they mentioned is over here somewhere. There's a town over there, too. Hey Muck, how was the dispatch demo? It's fantastic. Very good. Okay. The Royal Geographer's Note. Amphitheater of the House of Tarion. There's nothing that delights the crowd more than a skillfully performed spectacle, whether musical or theatrical. This is well known by the spectators at the tournaments of Warriors Fair and the subjects of the House of Tarion, which has proudly overseen the region of Kuanacht for many years. This region, celebrated for its fertile fields and rich mineral deposits, is esteemed throughout Avalon. It is no surprise, then, that Lord Diarmuid Tarion decided to gift his subjects with a magnificent amphitheater. This venue attracts artists from all over the island. Experts say that the acoustics here are unmatched by any other stage in Avalon. Traveler, remember, if you have the chance to see a performance in this amphitheater, be sure to take it. I wasn't sure if they were hostile, and then they got hostile. Alright, that's not good. That's not good. What? Oh my god. Yeah, we're dead. Oh, man. I was immobilized, rooted, or otherwise stuck in some way, and I just all of a sudden could not move. And I was sluggish on hitting the healing potion.
The sun doesn't rise the same anymore.
Oh god. Identify the saboteurs.
Nothing.
Hold on, where were we? Okay, I just need to talk to this guy and run up the hill. That's where we were.
Those thugs.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, so I have been reminded that I need to quick save constantly. You got stuck on a stump? Oh no!
You got stuck on a stump. Insert dad joke here.
Do I gotta fight that bear again? I think I might. Yep. Why? Okay, there they go. I was like, are they gonna start shooting? I need them to. Okay. Here, I don't know if there was any kind of journal update for interacting with this, so I'll do that again. Alright. Boys, go. Excuse you. Go. Go.
Who goes there?
Go. What are you doing? My summons are being so stupid right now. They're all just standing around, they're not doing much. Okay, so I would have just died there, but my extra life thing kicked in. Holy crap. I cannot wait to get a different, like, summon thing. These guys are so stupid. Whoa! That was new. That was a stretchy boy. Y'all see that one?
Your money or your life?
Wait, what? Oh my god. Guys, attack that.
You'll regret this. You'll regret this. Your money or your life?
Oh my god, 80% of my health gone. Alright, hold on, we're patching up. Here, chat, we see a prime example of unquestionable. Dude, the AI is pretty smart. Like, despite the fact that I've got the minions, the AI is just like that one. And they just tunnel me. And then my minions, sometimes, not only are they not tunneling the enemy, they're just not doing anything sometimes. Now, I could use the, what was it? Was it the summon skeletons instead of these guys? But they, oh god. The skeletons have better AI, but they're way less damage. So it's a trade-off. Oh god, there's 3 of them. I thought there was only 2 of them. Okay, so, okay, that guy's health just got chunked, so one of the arrows hit him. Now, these guys are like archers and swordsmen, but they miss a lot. But when they do hit, it's really good damage for my level.
This is going to hurt.
Okay, that guy was a much lower level than the others. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing right now.
You're no match for our band.
Looter's Mask, there was a bounty for those, if memory serves. Let's see, do we have, there's Summon Keeper. Impenetrable Shield, Summon Keeper, Soul Salvage, Skeleton Army. Yeah, we could try swapping out for the Skellies. Let's see, was it? So these guys are much weaker than the Keepers, but they just run in and, you know, kick butt. So we'll see how that goes. Is there something up there? Maybe I should check this out. Ooh, potions. Culinary Madness with Rumpelt, Part 1. Instead of an introduction on the importance of culinary arts. Years ago, a wise soul said to me, "Tell me what you eat, and I shall tell you who you are." Ramen. These words rumbled through my mind before setting in their rightful place, the stomach. This simple adage, tossed out during a beer tasting, rang truer than any strict courtly culinary rules. Here and where we define us, here and where we dine reflects us, much like a mirror. The elaborate panic of Camelot's cooks reveal their desperation to pamper noble heads and bellies. Status means everything, they'd cry, backed by sycophants and schemers. But I believe true culinary arts arise not from luxury, but necessity. Village fare, born of need and ingenuity, tells us more about humanity, its needs, creativity, and survival than any gilded banquet. And now I'm going to have a conversation with the Southern-style crab, hoping it will tell me who I am. So, to the south. In defense of blood magic, author Morgaine Le Fay There's a familiar name. To address my critics, no, I do not have a basement full of slaves, nor do I bathe in virgin blood. It's true, I take an academic interest in blood magic, used ethically, meaning using the caster's own blood. It's neither immoral nor impractical. A blood ward, for instance, works best when tied directly to the caster, reflecting their magic. Using foreign blood, pointless as it lacks the caster's essence. Of course, this magic has risks. Over-eager mages may push themselves too far, but I'm exploring solutions, including potions to amplify potential under strain. Early results are promising. Blood magic, though controversial, is as old as Avalon itself. It deserves study, not fear. Let us not dismiss its potential out of ignorance. Life transfusion. I believe we've already got a few copies of that, don't we? Just calling, of course. Projectile applies bleed. Okay. Cooking pots. Coin. Mad dog. Greatly reduce. Wait, what is that thing? Where does that go? Is that a... I don't know what slot that mad dog thing goes in. Huh. Oh, here it is. Greatly reduce HP, but locks stamina at 100% for 60 seconds. Okay, so infinite stamina for 1 minute, but you're very fragile. It's a potion, chat. It's a drug. The infinite bonks, yes, potion of infinite bonks. Quick save. There we go. I was trying to get them all to leash down here. Red caps. Ow. They've already killed 2 skeletons. Oh god. Oh my gosh, these dudes are cracked. Holy crap. Wait, is this guy helping them or me? I just ate a full course meal. Our poor skellies are not doing great here, chat. I thought that they would be okay, but they're just paper right now. They're really not doing good.
I'll strike you down. You are nothing but a peasant. Show me what you are made.
Damn, okay, this guy's just pretty freaking strong. He's cleaving through all of these guys.
Show me what you are made of.
Deserter's scalp. Alright. Oh man, wondering if I should, you know what? Okay, I was going to go in that cave and do that quest. I think first what I'm going to do is go into that nearby town and see if they've got any merchants, because I feel like just I need a power up.
SWFTSLNT for my sub gift.
That was confusing to listen to. Hello, Jinxie. Thank you well, I guess the resub goes to Swift. Thank you, Swift, for gifting Jinxie a sub. Appreciate you. Alright, at a distance, this looked like a town. I'm hoping they've got, like, merchants and shops and stuff. Discovered the lower city. Whoa, 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 what's happening? Wow, the welcoming party for this city is,
Don't even say that.
fierce.
Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
My summons in the back of the room again.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Yeah, I would say it would probably be good for the game, is as long as there's not a combat right after a cinematic, if they just unsummon your summons during a cinematic, because it definitely takes away a little bit.
Help him up, Ansem. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the Menhir, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the Menhir react to you?
I wish I knew too. I'm not gonna tell him that. I don't know this guy.
The local Menhir here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents?
They ward off the weirdness. Some say they were here before humans.
Is that so? That would be quite the discovery. The people of Avalon still believe the legend, that Merlin, under King Arthur's command, raised the Menhirs to protect us from the mist that spawns monsters. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the Menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Qornocht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
Did I miss dispatch? Yes, Gorniar. It took us about 45 minutes to get through it. It was freaking awesome. If you're interested, just rewind and watch that. But yeah, it was just a demo. Really freaking good. I wishlisted it immediately. Let's see. Camelot wants to take your Menhir? Why?
Officially, they say they want to gather all the Menhir scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the Menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
Oh, my bad. Okay. What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Qornocht, and as you probably imagined, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the Menhir active again, everything could change.